Good evening. Welcome to Witches and Midnight Margaritas. Tonight we're going to talk a little bit about healing and the healing journey, because healing is always a journey.
It is.
Always a journey. We've got the privilege of being older and have wisdom behind us, and we get that not everybody else has that. So we're just going to talk out our ass, basically.
Yeah.
We are not medical professionals. No. We are not. I don't have a PhD. She doesn't have a PhD. We are not. So we're going to tell you what we know and things you can do. But in the event that you need medical help,
please seek it.
Go get it.
Yeah.
If you need professional help, go get it.
Yeah.
Yeah. And there's no shame in it.
No, absolutely not.
None. So we've noticed that there's pretty much 4 different kinds of healing that someone needs to go through. Their mind, their body, their heart, and their spirit. Your body, pretty self-conscious. Self-explanatory.
Yeah.
Dementia's setting in. If there's something wrong with your body wants to heal. You just need to be able to give it what it needs to heal.
Yeah.
This is where doctors will also come in. But you also know what's best for you.
Yeah.
Right? So there is such things as chronic illnesses and autoimmune disorders and COVID.
All of that stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
These things exist, and you should always seek medical help if you can.
Yeah.
If
Whether
you can.
it's a doctor, a naturopath, wherever you like to go.
Yeah, and there's nothing wrong with that. That being said, I also know a lot of people don't have access to doctors. So the internet can be your friend with that. If there's something you need to heal, especially if you're not being heard, find communities that are like-minded people, right?
Yeah.
So we can't give advice on how to heal your body.
No.
Because we're not medical professionals.
Yeah, exactly.
We're not. But all of these things are connected. So if you need to heal your mind, that is also something that you should consider seeking a medical professional for. Be it a psychiatrist, a psychologist, a therapist, anything like that. There is nothing wrong with that. Nothing
Absolutely
wrong with it.
Not.
You get to a point where sometimes that person, a therapist, will hear you in ways that people that know you can't.
Mm-hmm.
And they can ask you questions that will put you on a different path to healing in your mind. Yeah. It's really great. It is a really, really great thing. There is no shame in it. Nobody has to talk about it, but I think people don't talk about it enough. It is really important.
Very, very true. They don't talk about it enough.
Mm-hmm. And I've gone to therapy.
So have I.
She's gone to therapy. And I'm going to tell you right now, going to therapy isn't just, oh, I saw a therapist today, so now all my problems are solved.
No.
It doesn't work like that. Healing is messy and dirty and dark and awful and amazing all at the same time. And anyone that tells you any different is lying. Anyone that tells you any different. There's things you have to heal from your birth to the age that you are now if you've gone through trauma.
Yeah.
And if you keep swallowing it down all the time,
it just keeps building up.
It's going to come out.
Yeah.
It always will. You'll get PTSD or whatever else. It always comes out. Emotions demand to be felt. And as humans, we should all demand to be heard too.
Yes.
So if you believe you need healing for your mind, please seek help. Please do it.
Yeah.
And if you can't afford it, or if those resources aren't available to you, try to find a like-minded community. It is really, really important, because your body and your soul is all connected in here, and you have to look after yourself. So then it comes to your heart.
Yes.
Healing your heart. You can have a broken heart for just about any reason. Maybe
You can.
maybe you're sensitive and your heart breaks for everything, and there are people like that, you know. Maybe your true love soulmate died, or maybe your kids moved away from home, or maybe your parents have passed on, like,
Yeah.
or you got
absolutely.
cheated on.
Yeah.
If you have the capacity to love, which we all do, you can have a broken heart. And there is sunshine at the end of it. If you walk through that journey, there is light at the end of that tunnel. So what were we saying?
The one thing we need to do when we have a broken heart is try to keep moving forward
Mm-hmm.
and don't sit back with everything that's happened. You need to try and move forward, because if you don't move forward, you get stuck where you are. And you don't want to stay stuck. I've been through that,
Mm-hmm.
and I know exactly what that's like. It's very difficult to deal with at the time, but you need to move forward.
I'm sure most people have met people that haven't healed their broken heart.
Absolutely.
And
I have myself.
And you can tell because they talk about the same things over and over again, like something their husband did to them 20 years ago, over and over and over again, like it's the story, the breaking news, or the cheating that happened, or
Exactly.
or whatever happened, because they're holding on to that thread because there's comfort in anger.
Yeah.
There's comfort in heartbreak, but it tears you down. And when you feel all these things, it works on your physical health too. You can literally make yourself sick. I am not a Reiki master.
No.
I know a bit about chakras, but this is something I think everybody should look into, because it is amazing. And I'm sure we've all met these people. Like you and I know people, right?
For sure.
They can't let it go.
Yeah.
And that's why, like she has said before, if someone wants to leave, let them.
Yes, absolutely. Just let them go.
Yeah.
Because holding on to them isn't doing you any good. It isn't doing them any good.
No.
It's nothing but, how would you put that? It's holding you back.
Yeah. Yeah. It's too heavy.
Yeah.
It's too heavy. You don't need to carry that.
No.
It's too heavy. And then the other thing is your soul. And sometimes your soul needs to be healed. I am not a professional in soul healing. But I know it exists because we've lived other lives. And sometimes those lives come through in ancient memories, right?
Yeah, they do.
If you are trying to heal a part of yourself, I applaud that. I applaud anyone that says, hey, I need help, or hey, I'm going to start taking this step. I think that's beautiful. And so one of the things you can do is, I believe in extreme self-care. I believe you should eat foods that are good for you, that you enjoy, and having treats, because that makes you happy.
Yeah.
I believe that your place where you live you should be surrounded in the things that you love. I believe in healing baths, and I believe in going into nature. And these are all things that can help heal you. Yeah. These are all self-care things.
Nature's just a wonderful thing for healing, actually.
It really is.
If you get right out into and just look up in the sky and look around and see what's really out there. Because a lot of people walk, but they don't look up.
No, everybedy's face is in their phones now.
Yeah, so look around you, see what's there. There's trees, flowers, birds, bees. It's all wonderful stuff.
Yeah. What I would suggest is in your sacred space, make yourself a spot that is like an altar to you and your healing. Whatever type of things that you're into. We've got a rose quartz candle holder here. And rose quartz is actually for love. I just love them. That's why I have them. You can
love yourself.
But you can love yourself. Now, this is a big chunk of, rose quartz. But get the pieces that you can if that's what you're called to. Maybe you're not into crystals. Maybe you need a blue is healing. Maybe you need a blue candle surrounded by your favorite flowers or your favorite trinkets or whatever. This is so personal to you and what makes you feel better. And then I would light yourself a candle, and it should be blue. Blue is very much the healing because it represents like water.
Yeah.
And water is very healing. And look after yourself and meditate. And
That's why we do cleansing baths. Water.
yeah.
Water.
Yep.
Water, salt.
Yep.
Epsom salts.
Yep. There is light at the end of the tunnel. And my heart goes out to anybody that's struggling, to be honest with you. And I think more people are struggling than what are...
Especially these days, there's a lot of people struggling because there's so much going on in the world, right? But
turn off the goddamn news.
Yeah, turn it off. Don't
First
listen
and
to
foremost.
it. And because a lot of that stuff is just
bullshit anyways.
And it's depressing. And it drags you down, right? And
Don't
it puts
fill
you
your
in a
head with that.
It puts you in a depressive state.
Yeah.
And if you're already there, it's only going to put you deeper.
Yeah.
So you need to not be watching that stuff.
You don't need
to. It's not important.
No, because it makes people panic.
Exactly.
Oh, we're going to war. Oh, there's inflation.
Yeah.
Oh my God, there's always something. Turn it off. You don't need to hear that.
No, that's right.
You don't need to hear that. Pardon me. So my suggestion is get help where you can. Research what you can as well.
Yeah.
And then extreme self-care. And there's nothing wrong with it. You're not selfish.
No, not at all.
You're not selfish.
Taking care of yourself is something that you need to do because you're the only one that can do it.
Your body, your physical body, has been the only person in your life that has worked 100% to keep you alive.
That's right.
So
that's right. Nobody else does it for you.
Yeah.
You need to do it for yourself.
So thank your body.
Yeah.
And if it's ailing, love your body.
Love it anyway.
Love your body.
Yeah.
You got this. We believe in you.
We do.
We can't really give advice on medical things like that. And my honest belief is to just seek help where you can. And if you can't get it, because I understand, seek out community. Yeah. The internet exists. You can find what you're looking for, even if it's community.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
Yeah. So we're going to stick my candle over there. And for those of you that happen to be green witches, we're going to show you a little bit of plant magic. Now this baby, dirty side. This is just an African violet in a seashell pot. Plant magic you can do to help your friends.
You can.
Or your family.
Yeah.
And I heard about this a couple of years ago, and I thought it was just so cool.
And it is cool. It's really cool.
What you do is, if you're into plants, if you kill plants, this probably isn't for you, but find yourself, think about
a plant that you like. Yeah,
think about your friends or your family, right? And find a plant that represents them. Like this one, I got specifically for a friend of mine. And he was going through some really, really hard stuff, like just not good, right? So what I did was I got this. African violets are known for spiritual growth, and that kind of works with what he was going through because he was actually a medium.
Yeah.
And he was just having a tough time. So I got this. He doesn't know. He still doesn't know that I got this for him. I got some of his hair. I put it in the bottom of this pot. And I love this pot because it's a seashell, right? Yeah. So it's like represents water, which is healing. And I've managed to keep this thing alive for how many years now? Like almost 3 years.
Yeah.
And it's thriving, right? I just picked off a bunch of dead flowers, right? But
well, you have to deadhead them.
Yeah, you do have to, and I didn't. I was like, screw that guy. But no. But like, if you do this, and you got to look after the plants, obviously, what will happen is a connection will happen between them and your plant for you. So I could look at this and go, oh, he's not doing too good.
Yeah.
I should check up on him.
Yeah.
And meanwhile, doctor the plant as much as I can.
Yeah.
It could be roses. It could be
Anything,
whatever
any
plant.
plant that you like.
Yeah, that
It's just
you can look
preference.
after.
Yeah, it's a preference to you, really.
But even
what
if
you
you
like.
can't put a piece of them in there, like their hair or something,
Yeah.
name the plant that. Like, okay, Aunt Judy, here's some water,
This is
here's
for
some
you. Yeah,
fertilizer, here's some sunshine. And it works. And you will notice if you keep in tune with your plants, you'll see one start to wilt and you're like, yeah, I've given it everything it needs. I'm going to call that person up.
Yeah.
And they'll be like, oh, yeah, I've not been doing too good. Okay, well, take care of yourself.
Yeah.
Because sometimes a phone call is all some people need.
Sometimes.
Yeah. So if you are into the green side of witchcraft with your plants, and like if you're really good at it, what you could even do is you could start seeds that way for your friends or your family or yourself, right?
Yeah, it can
or
be for
yourself
as well.
You know, it's springtime right now as a filming, so lots of people are putting their seeds in, but mostly just for, you know, the annuals or whatever. But houseplants are really, really good for this.
They are.
Yeah, and of course,
I have a jade tree for my daughter as well. So
yeah,
and her name is Jade, so I picked the jade tree for her. Right. So yeah.
I'm not good at plants. The fact that this one's still alive is amazing. My daughter is the plant mom.
Person.
Yeah, she is the plant mom. But it is an absolutely beautiful piece of magic to be able to do that.
Yep.
And if you can't practice out of the witch closet, the broom closet, this is something that you can do that is so loving.
Yeah.
And so...
And nobody really even knows.
Nobody knows. You just have plants. Yeah, you just have plants.
Yeah.
I think it's a beautiful thing.
Yeah.
So...
Plants and nature again. It's another healing thing.
It is. And
right?
if you think about it, it's encompassing elements. And that's what we talk about, right?
Yeah.
Like making sure to water the plants and take healing baths. And these guys are in dirt and you want to go out grounding.
Yeah.
You know, and even air, if you stand out on a windy day, which everybody should, and just imagine the wind just whipping all your troubles away, just peeling them off.
Yeah.
It's so cleansing.
Rain is cleansing.
Yeah.
Right? So if you're out in the rain,
yeah,
it's cleansing.
Yeah. Yeah. And then even fire.
Yeah.
Fire cleanses.
It does.
Fire cleanses. Every element can be healing or destructive. They're neither good nor bad. You know, I'm sure you've seen a forest fire, pictures of a forest fire, but after the forest fire, everything is super green.
Yeah.
Because it cleanses.
And it regrows.
And it regrows, yeah. So please take care of yourself. Get help if you need help. Healing's messy. It's not easy. And if you're going to walk that path, my heart's with you.
Yeah, and it's really important. So please, please, please do it.
Yeah.
For yourself.
Yeah, do it for yourself. And if you feel called to look after others with plant magic, let us know how it goes. Like, I think it's just a beautiful piece of magic that is not talked about enough.
Exactly.
Because everybody wants to do these big whiz-bang spells or some evil curse or whatever, but it's the gentle, everyday magic that sometimes is the most powerful.
That's right. Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
So.
But anyways, if you need healing vibes from me today and from Anita, please, we know we're giving you.
We're pushing that out there right now.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Yeah.
It's a long road, but it's worth it.
Yeah,
it's worth it.
It is.
Yeah. So that's all I got for you today, guys.
So.
Mm-hmm. At the end of the day, heal up and stay magical.